So what happens to your money and your plans if the person in whom you trust, the advisor, passes away, becomes disabled, or just quits the business altogether? Who are the people behind that advisor? And just as important, is there a plan in place for you and your money if and when something happens to an advisor in whom you've placed your trust? Well, let's take a look at the people behind Tony and how I've assembled a team that can take over and help out if Tony steps out. Again, folks, I have to make plans just like you do. So what I've done, first of all, with me for over 13 years is fellow fiduciary Heather Hughes. And currently under our business plan, if something were to happen to me, Heather would step in as president. She's very, very well qualified and knows this business very well. And then, of course, we have my favorite son-in-law, Trey Jurgens. He's actually in the Louisville, Kentucky offices, and although Trey has only been with me 3 years, he's already properly licensed to call himself a fiduciary. And let me tell you, he's doing a great job of learning this business and a very trustworthy young man indeed. And then, of course, we have people like Connie Fortney. Gosh, Connie's been with me over 16 years. You know, we do a lot of 401k rollovers. That's one of our specialties. I asked Connie recently on one of our TV shows, I said, Connie, how many rollovers do you think you've done over the years? And she said, gosh, I guess at least 1,000. So with that kind of experience, when you're rolling over your 401k plan, to have somebody like Connie there that's going to take care of all the details, I mean, that really helps the things out as well. Then over on the investment side, under our Charles Schwab platform, which we started just over 3 years ago. By the way, as we record this show on July 21st, 2020, that program with Charles Schwab, it's the same program I used in the 90s and kind of drifted away from that after 9/11, but we started that up in April of 2017. As of the date of this recording, we're just about to hit $100 million under management with Charles Schwab, and Shannon Ross has done a great job of being in charge of that program. So for instance, you have money with Schwab. We're going to encourage you to take it out and use and enjoy it while you still can. Remember the live well, die broke philosophy, folks. You're not going to take this stuff with you, so why not have a game plan to use and enjoy the money without the fear of running out? You give Shannon a call, you call her up, tell her how much money you need, we link it to your checking account. In 3 to 4 business days, the money's there. And then we have people like Leanne Powell. You say, well, how much taxes am I going to have to pay on that, Tony? What about that darn tax tumor you're talking about? We'll calculate the taxes for you and do the withholdings, all at no additional cost. You talk about people like my nephew Wes, who's just started with me. As we develop the Lexington market, he's based out of Lexington. We're covering that. Jennifer Jaggers, we just hired. Jennifer, we affectionately call JJ, is doing a great job in assisting with all of the new business we do. Folks, we're one of the largest individual producers of annuities in the country, and we want to make sure those are properly serviced. So maybe that's you right now. You've been thinking about buying an annuity. Maybe you've been to one of these dinner seminars pitching annuities. Maybe you got an old annuity you just don't understand, or maybe the advisor that sold it to you is long gone and not servicing it. We can help you with that annuity. Let's see, we've got Lisa Allerkamp. Boy, Lisa has turned into a great staff member. She's very well versed in Social Security planning. And then Lisa is the one that I turn over all of our processing to for those beloved income plans, those game plans, proprietary software that I use. And Lisa personally puts the finishing touches on those for me. Shanna Petty. If you call the Bowling Green office, which is where Shanna and most of our staff is located, Shanna's going to look at our schedule. She's going to make sure to schedule a convenient time either by phone or in person for you and I to meet in either our Bowling Green, Louisville, or Lexington, Kentucky offices. She understands our process very well. She knows the needs of savers, and you can talk to Shanna and get your appointment set up. Recently, we just hired Mandy Houchins. Mandy Houchins is providing a great service to making sure the annuities are serviced, and also she's the one that fills out the paperwork so that you can get that beloved mailbox money. In fact, in our offices in Louisville yesterday, 2 different sets of clients started their lifetime income or mailbox money. It's a wonderful feeling to know that we're going to be sending them a check that's going to last as long as they do, and Mandy handles all that type of paperwork. And then finally, because our Charles Schwab platform has gotten so busy, and we had to have some assistance to help Shannon out with all these accounts, we hired a Mr. Keith Fuqua to assist Shannon. So that way, if you have changes, change of addresses, change of beneficiaries, you have questions on your account, we have another individual in the office that can help service what we sell. So we're very proud of the team